The big Bihar breakthrough, it is finally here. The NDA seat sharing formula, it has been sealed. After days of speculation, marathon meetings and behind the scenes bargaining, the BJP and the JDU, they have agreed to an equal split, 101 seats each, setting the tone for what's likely to be one of the most evenly balanced alliances in recent Bihar political history. Meanwhile, Chirag Paswan's LJP has backed 29 seats, solidifying his position as a key player within the NDA fold. The smaller allies, Jeetanram Manjhi's HAM Secular and Upendra Kushwaha's RLD, they have been allotted 6 seats each, ensuring that every caste and regional equation, it is all accounted for. Meanwhile, sources say that the deal was finalized after a late-night huddle in Delhi, attended by top leaders from both the BJP and the JDU, with the Prime Minister himself playing a quiet but a decisive role in bringing all the partners on board. Now, with the seat arithmetic now settled, the focus shifts to candidate selection and campaign chemistry. Meanwhile, breaking information that is now coming in, and this is related to Chirag Paswan's seat pack scoop. According to sources, Chirag Paswan has succeeded in securing 3 seats of his choice. These 3 seats, they were the most contested. These are Hiswa, Govindganj and Brahmapur. All these seats, by the way, held by the LJP itself. Meanwhile, initially, the JDU, it was demanding at least 1 seat more than the BJP, but after several rounds of negotiations, a seat-sharing formula has now been reached. This time, both around 20 to 30 seats in Bihar may see candidates swapping. Let me quickly go across to my colleagues Vasudha Venugopal and Prabhakar Kumar, who are joining us at this point of time. Vasudha, to you first. Let's talk about Chirag Paswan, because he has managed to get 29 seats, and more importantly, those 3 seats that he had been asking for. It is also a significant jump from the early estimates. How did Chirag Paswan, and can we say that Chirag Paswan has managed to push his way into a stronger position within the NDA?
Well, Osama, the 6% Paswan vote in the state of Bihar, and Paswan's an important subset of the larger Dalit population, which is why it becomes all the more important to ensure that Chirag Paswan is happy. He has performed well in the Lok Sabha elections of 2024. He had a 100% strike rate with 5 MPs now, and there's also a formula of having 6 MLAs, and there's a certain formula that the NDA used to ensure that he gets 29 seats. It was not easy for Chirag Paswan, because I'm told that BJP started with 15 seats and then 20 seats and 23 seats, but he was very clear that he had climbed down from almost 35-40 seats to 29 seats, and he was not really going to go fewer than that seats, because he believes that he has complete hold over Paswan votes. And when Chirag Paswan multiplies with of course when he becomes a force multiplier along with Nitish Kumar, it really adds a lot of value to the alliance, is what people in NDA also believe. Remember, there's no precedent to how many seats Chirag Paswan got this time and how it can be compared, because last time LJP was undivided and it fought separately, and it also in some ways inflicted a lot of damage to Nitish Kumar and also NDA, because he went against Nitish Kumar but called himself the Hanuman of Narendra Modi. So there's a lot of confusion that he managed to spread, and this probably him getting 29 seats is a recognition of the fact that he has hold over that important votes of Paswan, and the NDA also wants to ensure that he is kept happy in this alliance.
Right. Let me also go across to my colleague Prabhakar Kumar. Prabhakar, when we speak about the balance of power, especially within the NDA in Bihar, both the BJP and the JDU, they will be contesting on 101 seats each. What does this parity, in fact, tell us about the current balance of power between Nitish Kumar and the BJP leadership in the state of Bihar?
See, we have to see the fact first that Nitish Kumar has already been declared as the Chief Minister candidate both by the JDU and the BJP. So there is no confusion regarding that. If NDA is voted back to power in Bihar, Nitish Kumar remains the Chief Minister. So he is the man in the driving seat. But symbolically speaking, JDU has always been contesting 1 seat extra than BJP, which establishes their dominance in the Bihar, especially in the Bihar politics over BJP, and that's more of a symbolism where the JDU gets to play the big brother role. But here it is because of the Chirag factor, because of the number of seats which BJP had to concede to accommodate Chirag's demand. They had to not only cut down their own seats, cut down the seats of JDU, but also actually step down the seats for Hum, which is the Jitan Ram Manjhi's party. So we were knowing, and it was through our reliable sources, that Jitan Ram Manjhi was getting 7 seats. So 1 seat has been stepped down by BJP. They have cut down their own seats as well, which is the BJP and the JDU seat. And this +1 formula actually did not work here on the ground this time, because Chirag's actually number had to go up. So Chirag was being given 25 seats. That was almost confirmed by very reliable sources in the Chirag's party and also in the BJP. But because of the 10-day drama which actually played up between Chirag and the BJP leaders, they had to step up the number, and that actually shows his importance in the NDA, especially in context of Bihar, as to how important a player he is, because he carries the political legacy of his father, Ramvilas Paswan, who claims to represent politically the Paswan vote, which is almost like the 6% of the total voters here.
Right. Let me also quickly go across to Professor Sajjan Kumar, a political analyst now joining us on the broadcast. Professor Sajjan Kumar, let's talk about this equal split equation. Both the BJP and the JDU, they've got 101 seats to fight on. There were talks about that symbolic extra seat going to the JDU. That hasn't happened. But what is it according to you? Is this power sharing, or is this power balancing?
No, it certainly is power balancing, and in terms of primacy of Nitish Kumar in Bihar is still there, because you see the most impactful policy that is attributed to NDA pull happened to be 10,000 rupee to 1 crore women, and that has been named as Mukhyamantri Rozgar Yojana. So that symbolic thing has already happened, and this 1 seat not going to JDU should not be read much into. This is 1. 2, more than arithmetic, it shows the chemistry, because if you look in the other camp, we have been hearing that still Tejaswi and Congress in charge Alavaru, and we know Kanhaiya also. I mean, they are not on the best of the terms that should be there. Here you have Dharmendra Pradhan, who became the in charge, and the way they have negotiated, and Chirag, of course, as has been said, this time we see not only he got 6 more seats as was being offered by BJP as per the report, but mind it, last time he split 24 lakh vote, which is almost 6% vote. And on the ground, we are seeing that these votes are coming to NDA via Chirag. So that way it shows that it's a realistic alignment of numbers, but more than that, it is chemistry. And in election, before you win the election, you should win the war of perception. So perception wise, as we saw in Maharashtra's case also, it seems that NDA is having the edge with the UPA, and that's one sort of a victory that is expected. Yeah.
About Chirag Paswan a little bit more in detail, but before that, what I want to understand from you, Sajjan Kumar, is as far as the JDU supporters are concerned, what message does this parity in fact send to the Bihar electorate and to Nitish Kumar's own political base there?
Mind it, Nitish Kumar still on the ground remains to be the fulcrum of all the X factors. You talk about youth, you talk about women, but ultimately everything goes via Nitish Kumar. He still, despite being past his prime, remains the fulcrum, because Bihar is having 75% of the caste and community, including the women, who belong to the vulnerable non-dominant communities. You have upper caste dominant, you have dominant OBCs. And to these 75% vulnerable communities, they always like to see a leader who gives them a soft and a healing touch, and that still remains the Nitish Kumar. And unlike neighboring state like UP and Jharkhand, where you see BJP has been able to attract sizable non-dominant OBCs, non-Yadav OBCs, in Bihar still that section comes to NDA fold overwhelmingly via Nitish Kumar. And that is why at a moment when central government is also dependent upon the support of JDU and TDP, mind it, Nitish remains a crucial and the central plank, not only for NDA, but for BJP particular. So I think, yes, it is a parity between BJP and JDU, but in the past, JDU also has agreed to contest slightly less number of seats. But here, it's a parity in terms of the seats to accommodate the allies, and that's generosity on part of Nitish Kumar also, because initially JDU leaders were suspicious that some sort of a backstabbing that JDU witnessed within NDA fold by Chirag Paswan in 2020, that should not happen, and therefore it's about getting the number of the seats and converting it so that future prospect also remains. So on the ground minded,
absolutely. In fact, there is also a larger question on Nitish's leverage, on BJP's strategy shift, on smaller allies and the larger goals of the NDA. Let's also listen in to what Jeetanam Manji he has to say after the seat sharing pact was agreed on.
पार्लियामेंट में हमको एक सीट मिली थी तो हम क्या थे? पार्लियामेंट में हमको एक सीट मिली थी तो हम क्या थे? नाराज थे। वैसे यहाँ अगर 6 सीट की बात की गई है तो आला कमान का निर्णय है, उसको हम सिरोधार्य करते हैं। दूसरे को क्या मिली है तो हमारे आला कमान समझ सकते हैं, लेकिन ये बात सही है कि हमको जो मिला है हम लोग सब संतुष्ट हैं। हमारे लोग अभी वहाँ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में जाएंगे। सरकार की कोई किसी के पास शिकायत नहीं है।